Thanks for that, Crystal. And developing overnight, a suspect is in the hospital after being shot by Jacksonville Sheriff's deputies. Now, we have a look right now, a map on your screen showing the location where this happened. It's in a neighborhood off of St. John's Bluff Road, right across from Craig Airport. We want to get out to our Free Harbor, who's been on the scene throughout the morning. Right now, the sun is finally out. We're able to see behind you. But we do want to know, it appears this was a domestic violence incident.
Yeah, and Keitha, you mentioned we can see the scene a little bit better now. We've learned that everybody, the victim and her baby, the 9-month-old baby, they ran into the woods to get away from this whole situation. And we learned from a neighbor actually that this was not the first time police were called out here. Take a listen to what he witnessed yesterday when everything went down.
He was coming out his front porch because he heard noises in the backyard. Like I said, there was no cops out here. They were all out there hiding. And then when he heard the noises, that was my property. Who's in my backyard? Who's in my backyard 3 times. And then he shot the 2 shots off in the air, and they immediately shot him.
So we learned that the suspect threatened officers, a woman and a baby with a gun, according to JSO. You should see the gun police found at the scene. They say it's the suspect's gun. They say they initially responded to a reported battery here at Eberly Drive just before noon on Thursday. The suspect already left the scene before police arrived, and after they gathered information from the victim, the suspect returned. This time, he held the victim and her 9-month-old baby hostage against their will for hours inside the home. Eventually, police say she escaped with her child into the nearby woods, called 911, but the suspect followed them outside armed, fired a shot into the air, and threatened to, quote, kill everyone.
The suspect then walks into the woods after he hears a noise. We believe someone may have stepped on a stick or some brush in the woods, and he's walking towards the victim and the officers, and he points a gun at them. We have 2 officers that fire their weapons at the suspect. Suspect is struck, and the suspect is taken into custody.
And we learned that suspect is a 30-year-old man. His name is Marcus DeLay. He does not have any local arrest record, but we found out he has a felony out of Oklahoma, and he's also not been in Jacksonville very long. According to his neighbor we spoke with earlier, they've only been here for about a month or so, and Sheriff Waters said that he had been drinking all day yesterday before the incident erupted. And we also found out 2 officers are involved in this situation. You heard that during that press conference. One of the officers has been on the force for about 4 years. This was his first shooting on duty. A second officer involved with JSO for 5 years. This was his second shooting on duty. Again, this is the 10th shooting overall involving the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office this year. We'll keep you posted on more information as we continue to gather them here at the scene. But for now, live in Arlington, Faria Abrar, First Coast News, on your side.
And of course, we have some helpful resources if you or someone you know is in a domestic violence situation. The Florida Domestic Violence Hotline number is listed right there for you on your screen, as well as a number in Georgia. Remember, help is available 24/7.